Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today this is going to be another update of Del Mar International Airport. It's my Southern California fictional airport based somewhere in sort of the Solana region near Legoland, California, really sort of just between San Diego and Los Angeles. So this was formerly San Diego O'Connell. I haven't really talked about what this airport used to be and really sort of history of it. So a brief summary is that it used to be San Diego Tifton's, what I started as. Then it went on to San Diego O'Connell, and now it's Del Mar, which is sort of its own independent airport, not a secondary one to San Diego area really. So this airport, I've got a few new aircraft, including the ones I got from NG Rewards, and a new NG release as well, which you'll see towards the end of the video. In fact, I will start with that one. But yeah, it should be a good update. Hoping I might get a bit more variation in, because I've realised that recently I haven't really been varying the aircraft as much, so I've tried to really put in a variation to try and make it a bit more interesting. Yeah, that's it really for this. So I'm going to get in, I'll start on what's with the runway, and I'm going to work my way backwards this time. I'm going to start on the runway, then back round on a taxiway, and then over to cargo. Then I will start at Concourse C. So yes, I'll get right into it. It has occurred to me, you don't really see the runway from this angle very often, because as you might be able to see in the bottom left hand corner, there's nothing there. I'm currently balancing this on my arm, so I'll try and get this one quickly. So this is the new NG release 330-200 from Delta. Now I did decide where it's in a bit of trouble deciding, and I've tried to go with London, because that's one of the European routes missing out. We have Amsterdam, Paris, and now London, which I think was next in line. It's going to be similar to the Seattle and Boston service, so it's not going to be daily, it's going to be every other day to London, and I'm going to have another route where it will go on the other days. So yeah, this aircraft is just lined up on runway 9, and it's starting its takeoff run for London Heathrow. I'm just holding short of runway 9, waiting for the Delta 330 to climb out. Is this American 737 MAX 8. This aircraft is going to make a flight out to Miami in Florida. And in the takeoff queue, just taxiing, is this Breeze A220-300. Now this aircraft is going to make a flight out to Provo in Utah, and it's going to be coming back here, where we're going to be going out to Orlando in Florida. One thing that had occurred to me recently is I haven't really had much regional action going on. So I do have 3 regional jets. The thing is, I can never justify buying them because they're the same price as narrow bodies, so I tend to just go with narrow bodies, but I would like to get a little Delta regional collection as well. I feel like that's what I'm missing from this airport. So here we have this American Eagle ERJ 175, I think. I can't actually remember, it's been so long. I think this is the Embraer 175, and it's going to make a flight out to, I've forgotten where it goes. This one's going to be going to Phoenix in Arizona. Now here, just holding, because it has just arrived in actually, is this Delta A321-200. This aircraft is just waiting for the Delta stand to be cleared. They're at the other end of the airport, but he just doesn't want to get in anyone's way. So this aircraft has only just landed, and it's just taxiing back to today. It's just come in from Boston, and it's got about a 2-hour turn here before heading out to Atlanta in Georgia. Now just there you can see the JetBlue 320. This is one of the new aircraft I've got again. This is in the new livery, and it is from the NG Rewards. I ordered 2 aircraft. You'll see the other one later. These are all 2 new aircraft, because I got this one because I realised I didn't have a JetBlue new livery. I believe this is like Blue Yorker or something it's called, because it's got a shade of orange on it as well. And I realised I didn't have an A320, so I thought this would be a good one to get to add to the JetBlue collection. I do quite like this livery. And yes, this aircraft is going to be heading out to San Francisco in California. This aircraft has been here about 2 days now, so this is the Air China Cargo 747-400. It's been using up this stand as it's had an engine issue, and it's had to have an engine change in the outstation, as they couldn't ferry it back. So this aircraft had come in from Beijing. The aircraft has now had an engine change, and it's preparing to go out in about 5 hours. It's just getting signed off by the engineers and going to get the cargo on board. And this aircraft is going to be heading out to Beijing. It had come in from Shanghai. Now here we are on the main terminal. So this is Concourse C. This is the concourse that houses all different kinds of airlines. So this definitely has the most variation airlines, because it's not really belonging to one airline, unlike B and sort of A. So This is where Spirit United's Lufthansa, or many of our international airlines, will fly into. So here we have the Spirit 319. Now this aircraft has just arrived in from Las Vegas in Nevada. It's got about an hour-long turn here, which is quite long for Spirit, and is going to make a flight out to Orlando in Florida. And now just here, also on the stand next to the Spirit aircraft, is this Alaska 737-900ER. Now this aircraft has just arrived in from Anchorage. This aircraft's also in the Honouring Those Who Serve livery. It's a very nice sort of patriotic American livery for the veterans. I believe it had something to do with Veterans Day, or it was painted then, or painted in commemoration of them. And this aircraft has just arrived in Anchorage and is going to be heading out to Portland in Oregon. We have another unique aircraft, especially for the West Coast. We have this Icelandair 737 MAX 9. This in the pink livery, because I believe they are all different colours on the tails. Now, this aircraft is going to be making a flight out to Reykjavik in Iceland. You can just about push it about 8 hour long flight, as it's not all the way across the Atlantic. So, yeah, this aircraft is just going to be making a flight out to Reykjavik in Iceland. Now, let's move on to our wide bodies. We have this United 767-400ER. This aircraft has just arrived in from Newark in New Jersey and is going to be heading back out there shortly. And one of my favourite aircraft comes into the airport. We have the Lufthansa 340-300. Now this aircraft has just arrived in from Frankfurt in Germany. I would at some point like to get a Condor aircraft at a 330neo maybe, so I could have that one go to Frankfurt and have this one here go to Munich. But for now this aircraft just flies to Frankfurt. It's going to be leaving about 7 PM. It's only just pulled on stand, so it's got a few hours before it goes. And here we have the amazing Hawaiian 787-9. So this hopefully soon will be replaced by the 330-200. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to probably bring it back at some point, but hopefully soon I'll be able to replace this with the Hawaiian 330 once Gemini Jets get their act together. But this aircraft is going to make a flight out to Honolulu in Hawaii. And then just coming from Amsterdam here we have this KLM A330-200. This aircraft again arrived similar time to the Lufthansa, just a few minutes before, and it's just coming from Amsterdam Schiphol in the Netherlands. And having just loaded the final bags, we have this United 757-200 in the Head, California livery. Now this aircraft is going to be making a flight out to Chicago in Illinois. And part next to it we have this United 737-800. This aircraft has just arrived in from San Francisco and is going to be making a flight out to Denver in Colorado. Now on to Concourse B, there's only 3 stands and it's all Southwest. So we have this Southwest 737-800, this is in the California 1 livery, easily one of my favourite aircraft in Southwest fleet, and in my collection I think best state flag as well. I love the bear on the side. So this aircraft is going to be making a flight out to San Jose in California. And now moving on, we have this Southwest 737-700. As of recording, Gemini Jets just released, or just announced their new releases. One of these in there, I will definitely be getting that, along with the Virgin 330 SRB. But it's all just reminded me to talk about those. So this aircraft has just arrived in from Dallas Love Field, and it's going to be making a flight out to Houston Hobby. And then just loading up with the catering, we have this Southwest 737-800. This one's just in the Heart livery with the grey winglets. It's going to be making a flight out to San Antonio in Texas, and it just arrived in from Austin in Texas. Now finally moving on to Concourse A, we're going to start with American. So usually next 2 gates will be American, but one of them has been repurposed as this is on mostly SkyTeam only terminal. So here we have this American A321-200 in the Piedmont Retro livery. This aircraft has just arrived in from Charlotte in North Carolina, and will be making a flight out to St. Louis in Missouri. Now here we have this Aeromexico 737-800. This is again one of the NG rewards that I just got my hands on. Really cool aircraft. I think it's finally good to be getting some Central American carriers into here besides Avianca. So this Aeromexico 737-800 just got the final bags on board and is just about to push back for Mexico City, and it arrived in earlier today from Guadalajara. There are 2 services per day, one to Guadalajara and one to Mexico City. So this aircraft had just flown those. Now on some wide bodies. So we're going to start here with this Virgin Atlantic 787-9. Looking amazing as always from Aviation 400. This is a GV Spy, I believe, and she's going to be making a flight out to London Heathrow, having just arrived in from there as well. Just getting the bags on board there. You can see very nicely painted baggage containers and AKEs there. It's just going to get those on board and we'll be making the flight out very soon. And then just here we have this Delta 767-400ER. This is in the SkyTeam livery, and it has just arrived in from New York JFK and will make a flight out to Honolulu in Hawaii. And here we have this Delta A350-900. I saw NG recently released 1000, which I don't know if Delta still have plans to order those, but hopefully so, because I definitely want to get that model. Nice little collection, or a nice little addition to my Delta collection, so I should say. So this aircraft has just arrived in from Paris Charles de Gaulle, and will be making a flight out to Seoul in South Korea. And parked up next to the A350, we have this Delta A330-900 Neo, and this aircraft is going to be making a flight out to Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and it had just arrived in earlier today from Tokyo in Japan. Now I'm going to do next two together because they fit in the frame quite well, and I think it looks quite nice. So close to you here we have this Delta 757-200 in the New York Yankee sticker. This aircraft has just arrived in from Orlando in Florida, and is going to be making a flight out to Mexico City. And just here we've got two aircraft. So the one closest to you is the Delta 757-200 in the New York Yankee sticker. This aircraft will be making a flight out to Tampa in Florida, and had just arrived in from Orlando in Florida. And then just above it there we have the Delta 737-900ER, which just arrived in from Nashville and will be making a flight out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Now we've got another delayed aircraft, currently only predicted at half an hour. It was meant to leave 10 minutes ago, but as you can see there's been a little bit of belt malfunction that needs to be towed away. So yeah, the baggage belt there has had a little bit of an incident, so just going to get that away so the aircraft can safely push back. Now this aircraft had just arrived in from Las Vegas a few hours ago now, but it should be making a flight out now to Seattle in Washington. So I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this. I've tried to do a slightly longer style here, going on a bit more about what's going on at the airports. I'm hoping this will do quite well. Some of you will all enjoy it, of course. That is my main goal. I would like to thank you for 600 subscribers. I did post a Kona update where I completely forgot to mention it, so I'll put it in the description. But again, I'd like to thank you. I'm going to have a look at the poll soon that I have put up once I've got this video out, because there is a poll that's currently out, and it's just going to be what should I do for a 600 subscriber special. So far I think I'll do the Cape Town flight as long as everything goes to plan. And yes, I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.